Hello everybody, welcome to Touhou number 14, Double Dealing Character. I'm your pal Slowbeef. With me is resident Touhou expert Diabetus.
Hello, glad to finally flex my knowledge.
And resident Touhou expert CPU Basic, or Digital Basic.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright, let me just do key config real quick. I haven't played this Touhou at all.
I don't think I have either, so...
Alright,
This
so
makes it interesting.
Yeah, this makes it yeah, definitely. It's a learning experience for both of us. Now, Beatus, I know you are a Touhou expert.
That's right.
But have you played these before, or?
No, never.
Cool.
But
Okay.
I've read all the wikis.
Cool.
I moderate all the message boards.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know anything about this game. This is, as far as I know, though, the most recent of the Touhous.
So Touhou's, there's been one released for every year that's
Yeah.
happened.
Let's go with Marissa. I always
Generally, I think so. There's usually at least one.
let's go Marissa Red, I think. Yeah. Hi, Glowy Cube. Okay.
I agree.
So, alright, I'm playing with Marissa this time around. I usually play with Reimu.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Maybe
we
it was
know
easier
it?
with... Maybe it was usually easier. She has the homing shots usually, and that's what I usually go for. But
Yeah. But I
the
actually...
only time I actually don't go for that is in Subterranean Animism when I go Reimu A, and that's really good for me.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
No, alright, Beatus, I'm going to try to pretend to be Touhou expert now that I've played 5 of these Touhou type of games, you know?
Yeah, 5 out of 3,000.
Yeah. There's 1,000 of them, right? But, wait, Nope to Nope is saying this is UFO, but I thought this was...
So
I think
Slowbeef,
you
answer
make
me
it a joke.
this.
Mm-hmm.
How do this series of games differentiate themselves from other shmups?
Oh, I'm playing UFO, I'm sorry. I thought I was playing Double
Oh.
Dealing Character.
Wait, is this UFO?
I thought it was Touhou 14, Double Dealing Character. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I played the Japanese
Oh,
version.
it says double dealing character.
Oh, yeah, you're right. What the hell is this guy talking about?
If I made a strategy guide for this, do you know what I would call it?
What?
Marissa Explains It All.
Oh my god. What a jerk. Oh dear.
Welcome back to Touhou.
Welcome back to Touhou. So you don't know anything about these games, right? Touhou, really?
No, that's why I asked you that question that you didn't answer.
Alright, so basically this drunk guy named Zun decided he wanted to like make some music and some good-looking bullet patterns, so he made a little game about girls fighting who are like shrine maidens and demons and shit. They're little girls, but they shoot at each other. And then I made fun of them, and it turned out that they're actually really good. If just the content's a little odd. But if you can get past that, the 11th game is actually completely awesome.
Oh, yes. I'm
Yeah.
so glad you got to
11th
play
game?
Yeah, Touhou 11, Subterranean Animism, is, like, incredible. More or less.
So is it the same dev who made all these?
Yep.
Does it pass a lot of
Yeah.
hands?
Yeah, one
that.
guy.
It's actually him. He makes the art, he makes the bullet patterns, he makes the music, all of it.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
there's a few exceptions, like the fighting games are actually made by a different studio, I believe, and
Mhm.
but he has control over it or something like that.
Right. Oh, I didn't know about that part, right. And there's tons of fan games. Apparently, like, one of the big sort of appeals of Touhou is, or like, all the fan content and stuff. Like, there's really cool, like, Castlevania and Mega Man style games that are, like, Touhou characters, but with those other games' mechanics, you know?
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
yeah, there's crazy stuff like that. It's kind of a weird thing, apparently, you know? I don't know. But Subterranean Animism, the 11th, is just a completely great
Yeah.
game, more or less.
That one is good, and I was so glad you got to play that and got to the end too, like to the final boss, because that was all worth it, right when you
Yeah.
got to that.
That was awesome, too, because, again, this is a game where, like, little girls are shooting spells at each other, but then the final boss of Part 11 suddenly, like, throws fucking suns at you. She apparently ate a crow that gave her the power of nuclear fusion and throws suns. I'm like, that is a pretty kind of awesome final boss, no matter how you slice it. That's like the Metal Gear Rising of Touhou, more or less.
Yes, that's actually my favorite of the series, just because the story in general I kind of like, and the characters are actually nice, and the spell cards are great, and it's all around good.
Yeah, like, the patterns and everything look really... Like, they're very nice to look at, even though you're dodging them. Like, a lot of other
Yeah.
games, it's just chaos. Here, there's sort of a neat sort of thing to it.
Yeah, like that one spell, the knockout in 3 steps. One was that you were like freaking out on.
That was
stage 3.
great. Yeah, the stage 3 boss's final spell
Yeah.
card. Yeah, knockout in 3 steps is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. By the way, Beatus, I know you can't stay with us all night, so you can just feel free to even say on stream when you have to leave us. But don't worry, I'm going to sell you on a Touhou before that happens. Okay?
Please, I'm not even going to say goodbye when I leave.
Good. What can I do to get you into this video game?
Create more time in the day.
They call it. All right, I think I don't have much chance of getting into Touhou, but maybe Proteus. Do you think Proteus would be into this kind of game?
No.
You can't even pretend on that one, huh? All right, low tax.
What is this gaijin garbage?
No, I think he'd have a much more horrible phrase than that. He would have some shit I would feel uncomfortable saying, and I say it all. No, let's see here. So far, double dealing character is, it's pretty standard Touhou fare, Not bad stuff.
It's what I expected.
Yeah. Is it what you expected, though?
Well, it's a shmup.
Yeah.
What does the P and the blue do?
Okay, I'll explain this.
Here we
The
go.
P is basically your power-ups. Like, you collect them, and you can see on the right, you have, like, your 4.00 out of 4.00. That's your power, and that changes all your shots. It's sort of like getting an upgraded power shot.
Okay, yeah, that was going to be my first guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like those are affected by your bombs. I don't know. Every single game changes mechanics around, and I think that just uses it's like power. You use a bomb, and it uses your power up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that. I can't really tell. It's all in Japanese, and
Yeah.
never played this one.
Oh, I got an extra life though. That's what extends
Some
me.
expert.
Well, he never played DDC.
Yeah, I have not played this one. I kind of know the characters, but not too well. Like, I know this one right here is, I believe, Seki Bunky, and she basically can dismember her own head and have it fly around.
Ooh. Oh, I
Not
saw
too much
that.
effect though.
I saw it earlier in the fight. Whoa, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I could fit between those two. Shit.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
what are
she
spell
has-
cards?
She has multiple heads. Spell cards are kind of bullet patterns,
You playing
They're
some Yu-Gi-Oh shit in the middle of this? Is that what that is?
I'm trying to remember exactly why in canon they're called spell cards, and I think it has something to do with, like, there can be no death or killing, so the spell card system was in
was
play
that?
to prevent that.
I think
So you say canon. Does the canon spread across all these games? Is there a continuing story here?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I believe mostly in the older games from, like, I believe 7 through 9, 10, almost to 10. It's like you can skip some of it, and it'll just be its own separate story. But from 10 on, usually every other game was affected by what happened in the previous game. I think. I'm not quite sure. I know in Touhou 10, you fight the goddess, and she ends up tricking the final boss in Subterranean Animism to devour the god and gain nuclear powers, basically. I think that causes a whole lot of other problems in the next one.
I say.
And slowbeef in the upper right, are you playing Cookie Clicker as you're playing this game? Because that's what the numbers look like to me.
So you have to understand. This does seem like a lot. This is a lot more chillax than Subterranean Animism was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in all these shoot 'em up games, they give you these really high scores, so they make you feel like a big badass, more or less.
Sure.
They put tons of bullets on screen, you get tons of points. Basically, numerous things happen in every form.
And slowbeef, what is the hot gaming rig
Holy
that you're using to get 60.1 FPS?
Can I just point out my bomb is this ridiculous beam? It almost looks like a giant missile landing, but it's like, you do control it. That was pretty awesome. Sorry, what did you say, Beatus? My friend?
I was saying, what sweet computer rig do you have that gets you that extra tenth of an FPS?
It's actually a quantum bits. Qubits, you might have heard of them. Might have read about them in Time magazine.
Yeah.
Totally.
You must be playing this on the iPhone 6 Plus.
Oh dear. I got one of those, by the way. They're huge. It's huge. It's enormous. I got a really thick plastic case too, so it wouldn't bend. It's actually
What brand of case did you decide on?
What is this, commercial?
Yeah.
Retsu Prey brand case. Oh dear. This is
Is it a Touhou case?
quite a cool bullet pattern, though.
Is it Touhou or Touhou?
Touhou. It means eastward.
As in like a toe gardening implement.
Yes, sure. Why not? Spelled Touhou though. But Did
I
you
really
know?
like these patterns so far. So
You do?
it's not as cool as Subterranean Animism. I love that game. So.
No, that's a sick game. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's
That
I
is
do
right.
I do have a 2-hour video of Subterranean Animism on my channel, by the way. If you're interested there, Diafriendus, as I like to call you
You
now.
predicted my next question.
I'll put it this way, I wanted to just record like a half hour of Subterranean Animism and it ended up being 2 hours.
Wow.
It was a ridiculously fun game. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it is very good.
And did you have a panel of expert Touhou guests? During those 2 hours?
I had Mighty Dicktron and PA Master.
Never heard of either of them.
No, I don't know it. Oh. That's interesting. It seems like you continue like a standard, you don't restart the stage or anything. It's good. Wow, and they really don't fuck around. I'm dead already? Holy shit.
What stage is it? Stage 3, I believe. Yeah, it's stage 3.
Yeah. Oh, and then here's a cat lady. Is this Orin or whatever?
It's a wolf. It's a wolf girl, I believe.
Right. Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Given.
I don't know much about the story in this one. Normally, I like to look at them just to see what kind of myths they're based off of or whatever. But this one, I have not done that.
I've heard about this. If you notice, she doesn't have a bar. She has a circle around her. To show her energy.
Does that mean she's immortal?
No, it's just a thing they do in this game.
Where is your glowing dot
See,
in real life?
in real life, it's on my.
It's in the heart.
It's in my heart.
Oh.
It's another way of saying.
I'm
penis.
about to break it.
Aw. One step closer to the edge. Oh, what do you call it? Digital, you got anything you want to plug while you're here?
Not really at the moment. So.
What about you, Beatus? I let everybody plug things on my channel.
I would like to plug Retsu Prey.
We just did some videos, huh?
I've
Yeah.
never heard of that channel.
These
Yeah.
videos are going to occupy us for the next 2 weeks.
That's right.
Because gradual uploading.
Indeed.
We finished Obscure 2.
Yeah, we did.
That game is so weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's all over. I remember watching the first video. I'm just like, what? It just keeps changing pace. Like they're scared one moment, they're ready for our party the next, and what?
That doesn't change either. I'm just gonna throw that up there.
Um,
I'm not. We finished it, and I'm not really sure what happened.
yeah.
But
There's an unexpected encounter near the end.
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, and then
Makes all kinds of not sense.
right. P.S. Don't do sports from a country you're not familiar with. So, for example, playing football in Touhou, which I think we're doing right now. No.
Oh yeah.
There is actually, I believe, a fan game of Touhou Soccer, so there's something to consider.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it being very popular back in a while ago, but I don't know what happened to it. I don't know much about it. I just remember seeing it would be crazy shots into a goal. It'd be like spell card designs, like all the bullet patterns hitting the soccer ball into the soccer goal.
Indeed.
It's very crazy stuff.
And
There's a lot of fan works for these games, though.
There are.
And Digital Basic, what are you doing this weekend?
Other than working, not much.
Working.
Yeah, somehow I gotta work.
On perfecting your Touhou scores?
Oh dear. I read in chat, by the way, I'm gonna run out of continues before stage 5.
What stage are you on right now?
4. Yeah.
And this is probably where this game starts getting difficult, I'm gonna guess, just because that's how Touhou works.
Usually stage 4 gets difficult.
Usually, yep, stage 4. It's always stage 4. And Perfect Cherry Blossom, stage 4 gets me, and Subterranean Animism, well, I think Subterranean Animism gets me a 4 too much in comparison to stage 3.
Mm-hmm.
Stage 3 was really crazy in Subterranean Animism.
Yeah, it was, actually.
If you were playing Subterranean Animism again, I'd definitely recommend doing a Reimu A. It's a more direct shot, but there's a cool way of going around certain spell cards with that. that I can mention. It's like you don't have to just be underneath them. You can actually be like right close to them, and like your strategy of being up close to hit them is good because you can actually go around them in a circle and be on top of them and still hit them with them.
Got it.
It's a very interesting strategy, and I think that's the only way I CC'd it once.
Ah.
Because you can actually go around on top of the enemies and just
Gotcha.
them still.
One thing I will say, by the way, too, Subterranean Animism, it's, you know, it was hard, but they were oh, that's cute. Sorry, they're like note-shaped bullets. They were pretty generous about extra lives, at least, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Oh, dear.
If I remember right, the Stage 5 boss in this game has the power to reverse everything. I think it actually reverses your controls.
Oh, dear.
I think. I remember hearing that it just reverses a lot of... Like, the character itself has the power to, like, flip everything upside down or something crazy.
Gotcha.
I think it's actually... Yeah.
I noticed, and death bombing in this game is... Well, I haven't been able to do it, more or less. I pulled it off a couple times in Subterranean Animism, I believe.
Yeah. The timing windows might have changed.
Mm.
Which wouldn't surprise me. Every single game changes mechanics. Even just subtle, it's changed. Sometimes it'll catch you off guard.
Gotcha. Now, how many of the Touhous have you played?
Let's see. Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, Perfect Cherry Blossom. I've played 2 of the fighting games. I've played 8, 9...
I don't remember the names for 8 and 9.
8 is Imperishable Night, I believe. 9 is Shoot the Bullet.
Electric Boogaloo, I think.
9.5 is Shoot the Bullet.
9.5 is Shoot the Bullet. Oh, 9 is Phantasmagoria of Flower View, and that's a weird one because it's not a...
Phantasmagoria?
A Flower
Something
View.
like... Yeah, it's a strange name. It's not even like a traditional one like this one. It's actually a 2-player versus... It's a bullet hell shmup versus, and it's a very interesting concept because you're on one side, and you have the opponents on the other, and you can play it online multiplayer too.
Oh, interesting. Oh, maybe I should try that. This boss is wow. That was a real. Oh no, 2 in at once. Don't layer it. Don't layer it. Oh
Everyone's
my god.
saying that. Everyone's
you
saying you
layer
can do it duty experting here. Yeah, you probably could because I don't know this game. Like I already said that.
Sorry.
And some expert I am.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
I picked the game at random, so we'll get somebody at some point in here. Don't worry, folks. It's fine.
You got him.
We gotta have fun with our Touhous too. It can't all be serious, you know, serious Touhou all the time.
We gotta talk about why my waifu is the best.
Whoa. Well, the worst was the one video where I brought Cat and Tai Tuesday in, and I said they were Touhou experts, and then like some people took that at face value. Which I'm like, no, don't. Oh no, I'm at a continues.
Oh.
Aw. Guess I should just try again. I don't know. Touhou's pretty good. It's all right, you know. Nothing wrong with it, I guess.
Nah, there's nothing wrong with it.
What's this? Who's this blue chick?
That's Sakuya. She's actually one of the, she's a Stage 5 boss and Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. She does get to be a playable character in a few other games, too.
Gotcha.
She's basically the maid of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Has time-stopping powers.
Is she... Oh, wait, is she one of the bosses from the other games?
Yeah, Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, Touhou 6, I believe.
Gotcha.
I sometimes forget the numbers and mix them up.
No, Embodiment... I know Embodiment 6, Perfect Cherry Blossom 7.
Perishable Night 8.
Phantasmagoria Flower View 9.
Mountain of Faith 10.
Mountain of Faith 10, yeah. This is so weird. Oh, and then Subterranean Animism.
Yeah.
UFO is 12?
UFO is 12. I didn't really like UFO that much, but that's because the main mechanic is very strange. Like, I'd explain it, but it's probably better to see it in actual gameplay.
Got
if you
it.
do play
Agreed.
it. Well, it's like you don't really pick up power and points like you are here or anything. You have to collect UFOs and then get 3 in a row, and then there's an UFO that appears. You have to shoot the UFO, and it's strange.
Yes, let me ask you this: if you had the power to get really drunk and just make whatever kind of games you wanted on your own or whatever, like what would you do? What would you base them around? Little girls fighting?
No, it would be like a really depressing choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Nice.
Like you read the first page and then like every page after that is your character dying in some embarrassing way. Did you ever read those choose your own adventure books?
Not those in particular, but I used to like choose your own adventure.
I was all over that shit. I had all of the Mario choose your own adventure books.
I didn't have those.
I had I think there were 12 total, 11 or 12. I had all of them.
I had Journey Through the Cave of Time, which was episode 1, the first one.
And that was the first time I remember. Now tell me this.
I thought you were about to say the time I lost my virginity. No, go ahead, sorry.
No. Though the time I lost my virginity, Pleasure of Tension was playing.
Right, yeah.
When I was trying to find the clitoris and failed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
true story.
Sure.
So tell me this, Mario lore question.
Okay.
When did the super mushroom change from it makes you big to it makes you go fast?
I don't remember it ever making it go fast.
My earliest memory of it becoming you go fast is in those Mario Choose Your Own Adventure books. And then after that, it became a Mario Kart staple.
All right.
Oh, I see.
So
Oh,
what
time stopping.
changed? Huh?
They're probably just wanting a way to use the mushrooms in Mario Kart, and they were like, "What can we do with mushrooms?" And well, let's supersize the engine, make them go faster. Okay.
Are we sure?
Besides the engine.
Are we sure?
But in the books, it made the actual characters go really fast.
Are we sure that the mushroom really did in fact change, though? Because those mushrooms.
There had to have been some point where it changed.
Well, what if they're just
Like in your typical platforming games, it still makes you big, but
Well,
then
what if they're
in the
two?
Mario Kart games, it makes you go fast.
What if they're two separate kinds of mushrooms, right? But like, they
In
just
Mario
look
2, they give you extra health.
but they look the same. You know what I mean?
They look the same, yes, but function.
They're like real mushrooms.
I'm
like
saying-
one's poisonous and one's not.
Yeah, total. Exactly right. He understands. Why don't you?
Well, the poison ones were purple.
No, but I'm saying, like, plant life and things like that, they don't have to all look distinct. Like, sometimes you can mistake one mushroom for another. So I'm saying, like, you have multiple fungus
Yes.
species?
Fungi,
Right. And, they have the red and white polka dot caps,
yes.
But
they do
only,
different
like,
things.
only toad mushroom experts know for sure,
So the
It-
toads wear those mushroom hats all the time, so are they marathon runners?
Also, don't forget about Smash Brothers, where the mushrooms have a very slight tint change and not just complete red and purple. And one makes you small, one makes you big.
This is true. This is very true.
Does the chat have a solution for me here?
They should make a Mario, themed shoot 'em up.
Thank you.
That would be really interesting.
I think it would.
That would
They
be
did.
the
It's
final
called
boss.
Mario Tennis.
And that could, oh, you know what? They could star Princess Peach, right? She could, like, float and shoot at things. And it could be a game kind of like this or something, and then bang. Sexism in video games is solved.
So she's called Princess Toadstool. Toadstool's a mushroom. She's taller than Mario.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it because she has a mushroom heart
I guess.
that she's kind of tall?
Bandito Keith, what are they talking about?
I have questions about Mario mushrooms.
He does, though.
Mario's messed up. It's
I feel like I need one of those thumbtack walls with a string to connect and figure out where the mushroom changed and why.
Let's consult Mario Wiki. See what they have to say about
Were they
Sonic
writing the
the
Choose Your Own Adventure books and they were like, it would be weird if Mario just became a giant for no reason?
Did you say Mario Wiki or Mario Weekly? Like the
Mario
magazine
Wiki.
directly about him?
Mario Wiki.
According
to the Mario
Wiki.
This week in Mario, we're talking about mushrooms.
All right,
Yeah, and that's a good question, Basil Jim. Where does Wario come into this?
that is Pulahoko, by the way. Fuck me, also. For dying there. That was just not a good death.
Wasn't Wario made for like a villain in one of the Game Boy games? And
Yes.
then, yeah,
He used to have a commercial where he'd hypnotize you. Like, obey me, Wario, destroy Mario.
And
shit.
you're telling me they make a Waluigi, but they have not had the wherewithal to make a Watoad?
The
Imagine all the cool design and just the fucked upness you could make of a Watoad.
Keep in mind, the weird thing about Waluigi is that he's never actually done anything with Wario besides Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, Mario Party, stuff like that.
Besides butt stuff.
So basically, it could be like some random person who's just like, hey, who's like a friend of Wario, like, hey, you want to go like go-karting? Sure, why not?
Right.
Want to go terrorize Mario? Nah, nothing, dude.
Yeah, no. Waluigi has limits.
Interesting point in the chat. Are Goombas Watoads?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they're about the same height. They have the same structure. Only the Goomba hats are like embedded into as part of their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Toads, and you will learn from watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, it's an actual hat they wear. It is not part of their anatomy. They're not actual mushroom heads. They can take them off, and they look. And Toad looks really fucked up without that mushroom hat.
You sounded a little like Samuel Jackson there, by the way. Like, and you will know.
Do you know what they call a toad in France?
You will know my name is Goomba when you walk into me in level 1-1. I'm not very intimidating.
All I'm saying is I'm tired of these motherfucking mushrooms having no motherfucking consistency.
Alright. Bonus failed. Yes! But I got an extra life. Alright. Stage clear.
And how come there has not been a new Super Wario Brothers game?
Oh, they're coming out with a Wii U Wario game, though.
Like a platformer?
No, like it's good.
Or another one of the WarioWare things?
I love those WarioWare things. So.
I like some of them.
Like, it all depends on which one. I didn't like Do It Yourself too much, which was the PS
right.
one. It was.
I forget. Was it the GameCube one or the Wii one that was pretty cool?
I don't remember the GameCube one at all. I thought they were mostly Game Boy ones until Wii. Actually.
They were mostly Game Boy. They were mostly Game Boy ones. I think it was Game Boy one, GameCube one, then there was a DS one, another Game Boy Advance one that involved twisting the system.
Yeah, it had like a
that one was cool.
Yeah. They were. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and then I think there was the Wii version. I'm probably missing. And then there's a Wii U version. I'm probably missing one.
Yeah, I forget. There's WarioWare Shake It, which was a platformer one.
Oh, yeah, Warrior Shake It. That
Warrior
was
Shake
really
It,
good. Yeah, Warrior Land Shake It. Yeah, I remember that's actually supposed to be pretty good. I think it's supposed to be decent. I never really played it, but I keep meaning to want to buy it, and I'm like, I keep forgetting.
I like Time Stop Broad, by the way. What's her name again?
Sakuya?
Yeah. Sure, it's not Time Stop Broad.
It's not.
Okay.
She has the power of time stopping.
Are you talking about Rosalina?
No. I'm talking about Touhou. Or am I? Maybe this is the crossover
That
fan
reminds
fiction.
me, I never completely beat off 3D World. I didn't do the final challenge level.
You should, what do you call it? Let's play it. Oh, Police Knots! When the fuck are we doing that?
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, soon. We'll figure it out.
I can't Let's Play because I left my recording stuff in Alabama. I don't have it here.
Oh, like your capture equipment and
The
shit?
captures. I can record anything from the PC, but not console.
Got it. Oh, well. I bet you wish you'd won one of those capture cards I gave away at RTX.
I felt like I contributed more to the Q&A than any of the Q&A people did. You did not give me the capture card.
This is true. It's not a meritocracy, I'm afraid. It was just the first person who said, I need a fucking
Well, you know, it fucking should be.
Alright, well, sorry.
I exposed the mushroom conspiracy live.
There we go.
Did anyone in the chat ever specify like when the mushrooms became go fast shit and not grow big shit?
No one cares.
Or it's both though.
Is it a Touhou stream? I didn't.
And where did the orange mushroom come from where you keep squeezing it and makes you go fast constantly? What's up with that?
I thought that was gold.
Gold mushroom, yeah.
Yep, it's
When was
gold.
there a gold mushroom?
When were there green stars?
Ugh, who knows, but whoever came up with
fucking
that
when?
should retire.
Jeez. I don't believe I survived. I didn't survive. That's my favorite part of Touhou games, is when you go, I don't believe I survived that.
And then you die.
And then you die. Just die already. I don't care about the bonus even at this point. Alright. What do you got for me? It's not too bad. I said as I had trouble seeing through it. Okay. So, Beatus, you don't think you'd ever have any like desire to play these games ever, like kinds of games?
And who came up with the Mario Kart power-up that's the cloud that hovers over your head and does the lightning shit, and if you don't hit somebody else, it shrinks you?
With Lakitu, I'd assume.
No, that's not Lakitu. It ain't that. It's just a little lightning cloud piece of shit.
Every racer brings something to the race, and Bowser decided to bring a lightning cloud.
It was
Why
on
not?
the Wii Mario Kart, and then they were like, wow, that was a really shitty idea, so on the Wii U one, they abandoned it completely.
I like the Wii U one. It's a good game.
The Wii U one's really good. I need to play that one.
Oh dear.
I need to
actually play it a bit more. I think I played it for like a few days and kind of forgot
This is
about
something
it.
I was thinking about doing. Serg sent me a bunch, like tons of random codes for Steam games, like really shitty Steam games. Because he listened to our podcast and he was like, "Here, have a bunch of codes that I don't need." And they're games I would never play, so I could like do a Mario Kart tournament. Whoever wins
It's the codes.
tweets me a letter of the alphabet. I send him a game code
Wait, what does tweeting the letter of the alphabet have to do with it?
because there's that many games. So, pick a letter from the selection that I have
Gotcha.
and
If I
give it
did
to.
it, if I did it, it'd be like,
winner.
pick 2 letters from the alphabet. I have that many Steam key spares.
Wow. Wow.
I think from just Humble Bundle stuff, I think I have like 100 spare keys, so I gotta figure out what to do with them.
Gotcha.
How come there hasn't been a Karibo Shoe Mario Kart power-up?
Yeah, right? Kuribo's
Anybody-
shoe is the best thing in the world.
Where did that... It
Like,
came
did, like-
back a little bit at some point. What games have had the Karibo Shoe since Mario 3?
I don't know. Honestly.
3D World had like a skate, which is similar,
Mhm.
but not the same.
I
It
never-
didn't make you feel as OP.
Yeah. That was one of the good things about the Karibo shoe.
Yeah. So OP.
I thought there was like a new kind of slang for OP. Like, are people still doing OP? Like,
Totally doing OP.
Yeah, people are still doing OP.
what about
What if
play
an
a lot of-
original poster of a thread is really overpowered? What do they do?
They start a new thread, of course.
Okay. But then do they say the OP of this thread is OP?
I think they say it's based.
Are you down with OP?
You know.
Okay. Good.
Now with OP, SB, DB.
Yeah.
Ooh, DB. Oh, it's digital basic. There you go. Hey.
GG, WP.
Indeed. Whoa dear. Whoa dear. I couldn't see what was going on. I had to. I also chose the lowest resolution for some, I guess, so people could see it and not be.
And what is this nutritional agenda Nintendo is trying to shove down our throats when Yoshi eats fruit, when he is clearly a glutton in other games, but yet when he eats the fruit, he gets useful powers?
I don't know. What do you like?
Anyone ever thought about that?
Now it's time for.
The first game he was in was in Super Mario World, and the first thing you could actually eat with Yoshi was an apple.
Yeah,
So-
and when you eat enough of the apples, you get a mushroom or an extra life.
Yeah. Or
Those give you benefits, but yet when you eat those meaty Goombas and bowls, all you do is just make gross Yoshi sounds.
Or in Yoshi's Island, he makes eggs.
This is true.
Scrambled eggs.
Oh dear. By the way, are you getting Bayonetta too? Open question.
I'm considering it because it comes with the first game.
I never played the first game, and I really want to, so I think that's probably a good time to try it.
I like the first game.
I hear good things about it. But then again, I hear a lot of good things about Platinum games, so that's
Yeah.
kind of a given.
I'm very interested because Chip Cheesem tweeted like, "Holy moly, the first boss!" And they're usually really good about their first bosses.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember Metal
Are you
Gear
sure he
Rising.
didn't just get a new job and really hates his boss?
The first boss, yeah. He's going to get fired and get a second boss.
Yeah.
Right.
My
Second
first
boss is
boss
much
is
better.
a Lumberg.
Oh dear. I'm not doing too well, but I mean, I only continued once at least so far. But I'm at the stage 5 boss maybe, which is Tsukiyumu Yatsuhashi. Toothless Squirrel is like, shout outs to Chip Cheesem. Oh, I fought this boss before, too.
Yeah, but
How come for so long only Mario or Luigi could benefit from the power-ups, and then only much later could, like, the Toads and the Peaches and such benefit from those power-ups? And then later on, even Rosalina can benefit from those power-ups. What's up with that?
I don't know, you're like Andy Rooney, but with Mario tonight.
What's the deal with Mario mushrooms? I
have
just don't
canon
get it.
questions. You know, see, this Touhou shit, they've got the canon down. They've made so many games. But yet Mario, it's so inconsistent, and yet this is triple A behind this Mario stuff. It's their flagship enterprise, and yet they can't keep their shoelaces tied when they're doing powers and shit. I'm just saying.
I know. They even took some other franchise that had nothing to do with the Mario games and made it Mario 2. Can you believe it?
Right?
Right.
And then when did these other Nintendo characters come in and they're able to fight each other? And first they were toys, but then they're just not toys?
And then they're trophies, and then they're not trophies. And then they're being controlled by a man that ends up turning into this swarm of bugs.
What is justifying these characters all fighting each other despite being from separate universes? Injustice was able to handle it with a quick wave of saying, like, alternate realities exist.
You're like
Smash Brothers couldn't even do that.
You're like Nintendo's Seinfeld. It's perfect.
What's the deal with these airplane Marios? I just don't get it.
And then he's paper, and I don't know what's going on.
When did Luigi learn how to use a vacuum? He was a plumber. Plumbers don't use vacuums to suck up shit out of the toilets.
Did he really need the money? He's got all those gold coins everywhere.
Is Luigi running a cleaning service as well? Is he cleaning hotel rooms and then plunging the toilets and double dipping? Is that even legal?
And then Jason Alexander comes in with a toad hat on. I'm busting, Mario, I'm busting.
And then Bowser's the Kramer character.
Right.
Bowser just comes in, hey guys, you want to go karting? I had this new go-kart, man. I tried it out.
Levels. I got 8 of them. All in castles. That's where he puts a lane.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Oh, God. Someone make fan art!
Then all of a sudden Wario comes in. Wario.
Hello, Mario. I think we got something here.
I think so. Have you seen Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yes.
Nope.
Is it good?
I like it. It depends. I like it. Yeah, I'll say that. It's good. I think it's worth it.
I thought about starting the series.
Whoa, things are upside down. I think it's really good. There's certain like episodes, seasons that are like weird, you know, because like Larry David's like totally in charge, which is interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But but it's also like, since it's like R-rated Seinfeld, some of it is like hysterically funny. You know, Seinfeld could get kind of edgy at times. Like it's weird to say that, but if you watch it now, it's like, wow, I didn't catch some of the subtext. You know what I mean?
Like the subtext of them talking about not jerking it.
Yeah, well, not even even sort of stuff like that, you know. But like for an NBC like primetime show, it's like, wow, that's kind of, I never really caught on that, but you know. But
I want to see fan art of Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Toadstool as the Seinfeld characters.
Yeah, I know. It's like we were just talking about that a minute ago. What a fucking...
Speaking of Mario, what
just
about these
reiterating.
mushrooms? What about the ones that make you grow big versus the ones that make you go fast? I mean, what's the difference?
Right? Can we address that, please?
What am I doing here on stage? Is this stage 4 or 5 of Touhou?
This is 5.
Shit. Am I out of credits? No, I got one. I got my last one. Oh, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Okay, this is the boss that I was talking about that messes with everything, so hoping for some good mechanics here. Like, I've never actually seen the game, so...
Right. This is pretty weird. She fucks with the tempo of what, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. That I had to bomb out of. I was, like, not really even sure what... Oh, I get it! Oh!
That's cool!
Yeah!
That is cool.
That's a neat idea. I will give it to him there.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I'm like dying like a million times to her, though. Yeah,
well, you're not used to it, definitely. You're used to bullets coming down at you, and all of a sudden they're going up and up.
Yeah, like she's shooting them through the bottom of the screen to come out, or the top of the screen to come out the bottom again. That was really neat. I like that.
If you've never actually seen the game, then why are you the expert? I'm not the expert on this game. I've said that before.
What are you bringing to the table, sir?
Not.
I don't know. Airplane peanuts. Why not? It's.
Everybody's like, I really want to see his reaction to the boss of the stage. All right. Fine. Let's see here. No, wait.
Why don't you record several reactions in advance?
Maybe I will.
In case you don't get to the boss and need to do some sneaky editing.
Well, if I don't get to the boss, I don't get to the boss, but, you know. Let's see
You
here.
can get to the boss.
I think I remember who the final boss is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you gotta get to it.
Is it an actual Touhou expert?
Yeah, the final boss is me. Why not? No.
I'm bringing in Mighty Dictron because he's getting.
Yes.
really
Okay.
mad.
He'll
All
explain
right.
everything.
Before I do anything,
Here
whenever
it
I
is.
posted those things, I was joking. I didn't actually mean it.
Oh, I know.
Right?
I know.
Oh,
I'm
look,
not-
look
all
who's
right.
backing down now that we got
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
it. No.
Now, real facts though. Quit out of this and go to the character select. There is a very important form of playing this game that I want you to do.
All right. Return to title.
All right.
And
Go
what about
back
the
to-
Mario mushrooms? You got anything?
The Mario mushrooms? Well, going bigger means going faster because you got longer legs.
He's got a point. All right. Game start. Normal mode.
Right.
Marissa.
Go to Marissa
Yeah.
and the second one, the one where she's not holding the little thingy.
All right. Got it. The yellow one.
Oh, Toad's suddenly
Marissa,
becoming
not
business.
Romu. Marissa,
Ramu.
not Ramu.
Oh,
This is
Marissa.
Ramu. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you haven't memorized all of this by now.
I thought you meant the one. All right. Marissa.
Wow.
All right, where she doesn't have the fireball. Got
Yes.
it. Okay.
This is relatively unique. The shot type itself isn't. It's just a slower moving shot that explodes when it hits things.
Mm-hmm.
What makes this character unique is actually her bomb.
Okay.
Once you get into a situation where you need to bomb, I'll tell you why.
All right.
Oh, he's been bombing for a long time now.
Oh dear.
Yes!
Don't
Still got it.
savage.
Stream is saved.
Oh, that is good though.
Actually, I'll just tell you now because you might misuse it.
All right.
I don't trust you enough for that.
All right.
So it's unique in that it takes shots and then converts them into power and power ups.
So you want to use it when there's a lot of bullets on screen.
Yes. The downside is that the bomb is tiny. It stays on screen for a long ass time, but it's small. It's a very small bomb.
It makes like a little safe area that I can stay in.
It makes a little safe area that slowly moves up the screen. And if you get 50 pellets and shots into it, then it will give you a little bomb piece. So it gives you kind of like a small refund on the bomb.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, if you
this
get
game uses the bomb
300,
system?
this game uses the bomb system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thought
So if
so.
you get 300 shots in, you get a heart piece.
I see. Oh, and I need that for extra lives, right?
Now here's the thing: you can only ever get one bomb piece out of it, but you can get as many heart pieces as possible, just as long as it keeps absorbing 300 shots.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Now you probably wouldn't think that it's not going to absorb like over 1,000 shots all at once. You'd be wrong.
Oh,
On the higher difficulties, it will absorb up to like 1,500 shots.
wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, you sound like a car salesman.
So I was just asked to explain this. If you go up to the point of collection,
Yeah.
you go up there, you know about it. If you go up there, it gives you more points and whatnot. If you get them from up there, rather than if you just catch them as they go down.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Got it.
Mhm.
Now,
More risk, more reward.
Got it. Who am I fighting here?
This is Wakisagi Hime,
Yeah.
or Princess Wakisagi. We're actually not sure because the Hime seems to be part of her name.
I see.
Anyway, unlike most things where it's usually like a Japanese mythological creature or whatnot,
Mhm.
this is just a mermaid.
Oh.
Yep.
I was
She
like,
lives in this lake, and you're here, and like the first bosses are always you just coming across people and then beating them up.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Now, this, okay. What am I doing in Double Dealing Character?
So in Double Dealing Character, each of the characters' primary weapons
Uh-huh.
they're going weird. Like they've come alive somewhat, and they've become bloodthirsty and weird.
Okay.
I'm also being slightly corrected. If you go up and get items from the point of collection, it will also give you heart and like life and bomb pieces sometimes.
So I should always try to go item
Yeah,
collection.
so you should always go up there at once sometimes.
Always go there, provided I don't die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have
So
a question.
Yes.
go for it.
Are there Christmas-themed shmups? Because 'tis the
I
season
believe
is approaching.
so. Yeah, I think Taito has made at least one Christmas-themed shmup.
It wouldn't surprise me if there's a Steam shmup for all kinds of things.
Does it have a good Christian message, though?
I hope so. I mean, I wouldn't.
Don't make me
Can't-
ban you from this chat.
I know. What with the war the war on Christmas going on after all, right?
Oh.
You have to have
Oh, there
Happy
should be a
Halloween,
shmup
everyone.
that is the actual war on Christmas.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be actually pretty funny.
So,
Devs in the chat.
so
Happy
you have-
Halloween, everybody.
So in this game, these characters' weapons are all going fucking
started.
weird, and they're being bloodthirsty and whatnot. And so all of their shot types are kind of like inversed from normal. Murasae's is a weird flamethrower, where she usually has just like a straight laser that goes all the way up, whereas in this one she has a short range shot. It's weird.
Mhm.
Now, because they're all going weird, they just kind of go on a journey to find out what the fuck's going on. It's the most localized of the games, and it's strange.
I say.
Alright, so this boss right here is Sakibanki, which at least you got this name right, Mr. Not Expert.
Hey.
Eat it, nerd. So Sakibanki is actually something that Zim got mixed up.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is actually a mistake.
Okay.
Now I paused. She is a... Oh, well, Zun, that guy. That fucker.
One guy made this
says-
fetus.
Yep.
Right.
I think he's dead, actually. He's gone.
I think he's drunk.
Mhm.
What? No.
You've been drinking. Be honest. It's cool.
No.
It'd be cool if you did. I mean,
No!
So Sekibanki is a Rokrokubi, which is a Japanese spirit that extends their neck, so they have a really long neck,
Yeah.
and they just use that to freak people out. Yeah, same. But he actually made a mistake, and he got it confused with another spirit which can detach their head, because,
Ah.
they do that thing. That aside, though, she's supposed to also be a Dullahan, which is an Irish fairy that is a headless rider.
Yeah. I remember that from Castlevania.
That was the word I was looking for. I couldn't remember off the top of my head for some reason.
Dullahan, yep.
Yes.
So if you know what you're doing with Marissa's bomb in this game,
Yeah.
you generate an endless number of lives, pretty much, and it's the best shot type in the game to just score with, because you just expend as much resources as possible to get as much resources as possible.
Got it. I tried it there thinking that going through the lines of things would probably do well, but...
I'm not entirely sure if those count as single bullets or more than one.
Gotcha. I haven't been using bombs as much as I should be, especially with this character.
Yeah,
But...
couldn't help but notice that. Yep.
So the idea is you kind of want to set the bomb like right in front of the
Yeah.
boss while they're shooting bullets, because if the bullets vanish on screen, they actually shoot out more faster,
Ah, interesting.
because they want to replace the bullets that they just lost on screen as fast as possible.
I want to put a trap right in front of that turret.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Alright, gotcha. Maybe I'll do that then. I got like almost 4 bombs now.
So the idea behind this game, theme-wise,
Jesus! Yeah.
is essentially creatures that exist in both Eastern and Western mythology, basically.
Ah, I see.
That's kind of like the idea behind the mermaid, the headless horseman character, and now a werewolf.
Oh, gotcha.
This is Imaizumi Kagero, I believe it is.
Mm.
She is a werewolf, specifically of a Honshu wolf, which is an extinct species.
Oh.
As far as I know, Japan doesn't have any wolves anymore. They're all dead. Rip.
Gotcha. That bullet does stay there a while. I'm not sure how many I absorbed. I don't think enough for a heart piece, though.
If you got enough for a bomb, then it was over 50. If you got enough for a heart piece, then it was...
Over
if you didn't
3.
get enough for a heart piece, it was under 300.
Alright, got it.
Obviously, this shot type is actually way stronger on the higher difficulties because of the more bullets.
I see.
Mhm.
I see. Got it. It's yeah, I'm liking it pretty much, Marissa. So,
this game in general is way more chill than
Yeah.
Subterranean Animism and
yeah.
Solar. Because he eventually decided that he was being way too hard with those two games, but then he was way too easy with the game before this, 10 Desires,
Okay.
which is probably the easiest Touhou game.
Oh, I
Is that
thought
right?
Mountains of Faith was.
Well, that was before. That was the common opinion before 13 came out.
Oh, I see.
And some people just stopped paying attention to the
Yeah.
series.
One game I want to see you play is the Fairy Wars one, because that has a very unique mechanic. It's not a really traditional shmup, but it's very interesting in what it does for its
Also has the
mechanic.
best extra boss in the series.
Because you're not shooting bullets, you're actually trying to freeze a whole selection of bullets.
You are still shooting bullets at the same time.
Yeah, but you're still...
Hey, guys. It's
Yeah.
okay. Plenty of Touhou for
Oh
everyone.
yeah, that's right.
No,
It's
no,
been a while
no,
since
no. There's only room now for one expert in here. So
Oh,
I'm going to
wow.
cordially ask you to leave.
Oh, hey now. We're all friends here. Oh, you bitch.
Destroyed? Looks like.
Yeah, I got shot. I'm not doing well. I don't like this werewolf boss, honestly. She's pretty tricky that way.
Not like in the I'm getting my ass kicked sense, or just you don't like her patterns?
I don't really know how to deal with her patterns very well, because I don't know, you have to, like, stand under her, but, like, her stuff is just sort of scattershot, you know, so it's tricky. I'm not used to it. Maybe I'll leave it there. She moves very fast, too, in that final spell card, where she goes, like, in the triangle kind of, direction. I think this is it, maybe? Or, yeah. Or no, this one she just moves around. So it's, like, tricky because you have to stay under her to damage her. And then she goes down here, which is kind of, which I don't mind. I like that part, when she goes to the bottom corners and shoots upward. Here, it just gets tricky. There's a lot of, I don't know, like, the patterns seem more random to some of these bosses, than they were in Subterranean Animism.
Mm-hmm.
Not random, but, they...
These shots don't go in a set pattern.
Yeah.
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 In Subterranean Animism and what's it called? UFO.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the shot types were either static or aimed at you.
Right.
That was kind of deliberate on his part, and in this game, it's less so.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way to tell how many credits I have left, by the way, without dying again?
I think you only have 4 in this game.
I see. I think I have 2 left, maybe, or 1, or...
You've only continued once.
Oh, okay, so I have 3 left. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Not bad, McGee. Oh dear. Yeah. So, Beatus, what do I have to do to get you into a Touhou?
You already
You
answered that.
Have to.
I'm wondering if it changed a bit. No? All right. What if
Next Retsu panel,
All right.
I'll play it live.
Okay. well,
Yes.
Yeah. That'll be awesome for like 2 people.
And
Both
I'll
of whom are on this call.
effing dominate it. Not only will I play blindfolded, but I'll spout from memory the lore and backstory of the game, how it ties into other games, and I'll get a no-miss run.
So what do you call that act?
The Saturday night.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. That was a death bomb, I think.
Saturday night, more like a...
More like the best Saturday night you've ever experienced. The most romantic date. It's like ordering the lobster.
Hey, you got 150 in that one. Nice going.
I thought I got a heart piece somehow too.
That's what I meant.
Ah, gotcha.
Did I say 150? I think I meant 300.
Gotcha.
I'm stupid.
No, you're
I'm very
Touhou.
stupid. Don't
Yes.
you dare try to deny that.
My time to shine.
There we go. Now it's time to reclaim your throne.
Oh yeah? Well, check this shit out.
Oh! It's like a rap battle.
Suck, Tron.
Do you see this? See this lady right here?
Yeah.
This is Tsukumo Yatsuhashi. All right.
Mhm.
She's a Tsukumogami. You know what one of those are? I don't
I-
think you do.
I don't.
No, I don't.
Guess what, buddy? You're out of your league.
Oh my God! This is just like Rabbit taking on Lotto. Anybody? Rabbit taking on Lotto? That was one of the best scenes. I'll get the 7 digits for your mother for $1 tomorrow. Remember? Anybody? 8 Mile? Spaghetti! Sorry, I liked 8 Mile.
I've never seen it. I probably should.
So Subterranean is not an instrument specifically, but it's an item that was left to like lie around for 100 years, so it becomes sentient.
Ah.
Yep.
So what was she before?
She was a biwa, if you know what one of those are.
I don't.
It's just a Japanese instrument. They're like a lute. Who cares?
Shigeru Miyamoto, by the way, master of the lute.
I'm not surprised.
Yes. Did you know that?
He's master of a lot of things, including my
Master
heart.
of what?
He was a lute player. Shigeru Miyamoto.
Master of looting my dollars for his amazing games.
Oh, there you are.
So this right here is Tsukumo Benben, who is not a biwa. I forget what the instrument that she actually is though.
I thought you were the expert.
Well, why don't you tell me what she is then?
I think it's
Yeah.
the triangle.
That's a fair assumption.
Eat more bullets! Eat more bullets!
Mm-hmm.
You stupid bomb! Alright.
Go on.
So anyway, what do you call it? 8 Mile. Let me tell you something about 8 Mile. Because
Go for it.
8 Mile is a movie you think you will not like because it doesn't make sense, but it is so damn good. And, like, somebody told me, like, oh, Eminem is such a great actor in it, and I was like, well, yeah, he's playing himself, no shit. I think I'd win the fucking Oscar for The Life of Slowbeef, you know? But
Win an Oscar?
for The Life of... Yeah, if I were in a movie, yes.
Is your life that intriguing?
No, for acting. Like, I'd be a good you know, just forget it. Just forget it. Let's just go back to
What if
Touhou.
someone else plays themselves in a movie?
I don't know.
Then it comes down to who is the better self.
Well, I don't know. I'm not as good in Eminem as Eminem, apparently. But I'm just saying, it's a surprisingly great movie.
What if the Eminem who played the Eminem in the Eminem's commercials won an Oscar for being an Eminem?
Or for being, you know, being in Wolf
For
of
being
Wall
a
Street.
candy?
By the way, did you see Wolf of Wall Street?
No. Was that about was the Eminem the Leonardo DiCaprio character?
Yes, the Eminem was the Leonardo. This is a very tough pattern. It's I like it, though. It's kind of neat. Like, you kind of have to watch for gaps and such, you know? Well done. I don't believe I got hit by that one stupid note. That was the most errant note. Sorry.
Apparently she is a koto. I don't know what the fuck a koto is.
Some expert.
I'm sorry. I'm an expert on this game, not an expert on obscure Japanese instruments. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Wow.
If you were to
that's
play yourself in a
very
Touhou expert movie, you would not win the Oscar.
No, I
I
wouldn't.
think he would, actually.
At most, you'd win, like, sound mixing.
Maybe the Golden Globes.
Oh, that fucking reminds me. The music in that stage is really fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in 6/4 time, and it samples a koto. That's being struck as like hard as it can be, and like has the weird trumpets and whatnot. It was like made to be as weird sounding as possible.
Is this stage 5, by the way?
This is stage 5.
Okay. So everyone's weapon starts going crazy, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
And they're just going different places to find out what the hell is going on with that.
Yeah, they eventually find what's going on with it. Not with this character, but the next one.
I see.
Odd note, the character in this stage, you know, the one that this guy spoiled the gimmick of, is Kijin Seiga? Or is it, Kijin Seiga? She is an Amanojuku, I think it is. They're weird demons who are contrary in all ways, so they like to be hated and they don't like liking things. So the entire joke behind her is that she's trying to flip everything on its side and weak becomes strong and whatnot. And everything goes weird.
I see. It sounds like she would be a paradox of some variety.
That is the idea. So that's Seiya Kijin. That's it.
Is that who I'm fighting right now, this mini-boss?
Yeah, and also the boss.
Seems like
She got her own game.
Ah.
The next game that was released in May, Impossible Spell Card, which is about extremely difficult patterns that you're supposed to cheat through. Essentially, it's the Waluigi game that everyone's always wanted. The one where you just have to cheat to win.
I see. Now, okay. Oh, this is the... Alright, so I do have bombs remaining if I need them. This is a bomb-based one. This isn't power-based, right?
I mean, the shot itself is okay. It's not bad. It does decent damage, and actually has a splash damage effect to it, so it's actually good at destroying lots of things at once.
Right. Whoa.
Doesn't do enormous damage, though.
This is stage 5 I'm on?
Yes.
Okay, this is the boss everybody wants me to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure. I mean, and there's 6 stages total, I take it?
Like in every game, yeah.
Yeah, got it. I noticed, like, a lot of shoot-em-ups, not Touhou specifically, they typically have 5 stages with like, an extra, like, thing if once you see everything. But...
Well, you can't make them too long, or,
no,
like, it would just be an endurance game.
Yeah, well, a lot of the shmups used to be like arcade games, so
Yeah, good point.
yeah, that's why a lot of them are get very hard at stage 3, 4, 5, and
A lot of them still are arcade games.
Yeah.
Just-
Alright.
they're generally still made to be arcade games. So I think that's a good appeal to them too. Is that they're not games you have to like play hours upon hours of just to get somewhere in the game. You can get to the end very quickly, but it takes a lot to master it, and I like those kind of games. They're a lot easier to get into.
Wait, what? I was at a credits?
You accidentally clicked the wrong thing, I think. So, that shot is basically the best for Lunatic and whatnot. If you want to use a different shot, go right ahead. Such as Sakuya, who has a really good spread shot, or just...
Can I practice jump to that boss, or...? Oh, NEML says he was out. I was out. Like,
yeah, you...
Can I practice?
In practice mode, I think if you reach to a certain spell card, you can actually practice on the spell card, but I don't think you can actually...
I don't know if again, the save... Go back to the main menu and I'll tell you actually if you have every spell available to you.
Are you not going to get to this fucking boss, man?
This is another fresh save, so you've only gotten up to the card that you were up to.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to have to leave you in disgrace, I think.
I think you're right. I think I might have to leave in disgrace as well. I'll try one more time.
Alright, so you're being told Sakuya A, if you want to try that.
Is blue Sakuya?
Yes, with the knives. The one with the knives.
Alright.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Alright, thanks a lot, Beatus.
Alright, see ya,
Alright,
Beatus.
later, fucker. Get the fuck
Thank you. It
out.
was a pleasure being your expert.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Got it. Sakuya. Let's try it. Alright. Item get borderline. Now, whoa, why does she have knives suddenly?
Oh, because this is her with the weapon in question that she had freaking out. You used her without the weapons before.
Oh.
You used Sakuya B. This is A.
Ah, okay. Alright, now that he's gone, let's talk about Touhou. So, Sakuya is the time-stopping lady, right? And
She's Dio.
I'm sorry?
She's Dio.
Dio. From BLR?
Oh.
Or JoJo's Bizarre Adventures?
JoJo's.
I have not yet read JoJo or
Oh,
anything.
you have not seen anything JoJo?
No, the fighting game from years back, but I don't really know anything about it.
If you don't know anything about JoJo, I remember you talking about anime you liked, and it was like Berserk or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you would really enjoy JoJo. Like,
Oh, I
it
wasn't
is-
going to make any recommendations.
I think
I'll just
JoJo
say
is a good
Dio.
recommendation.
I mean, yeah, it is. Don't worry about it. But she's Dio. She stops time. She has a ton of knives, and like that. She's just based off of that character.
Like, actually based off that character, like, really? Or is it just like, nah, just it's a lot like that character?
Well, I don't mean that she is supposed to be Dio.
That's what, yeah.
She was just, based off of him.
Right.
I'm sorry. I misgendered Dio.
It's okay. Dio's forgiving, I think. What was, and there's like a meme from it, I know, because I thought it was the 999 thing first, but
There's a lot of jokes in JoJo that people carry over it,
Right.
and usually for good reason. And I think Dio himself has a lot of jokes. He just screams "Zadualdo" and like
Which
time
is the
stops.
world.
The world, yeah.
Oh, so I gotcha. Yeah.
JoJo's good. Like, no, it's certainly I wouldn't care about looking into it, but I've watched like there was an anime of it recently, and I watched the first season, and I was like, yes, this is good, and it's really good.
Gotcha.
Let's look at this scrub. Hasn't read the entire series.
No, I have not.
We'll come back when you caught up and got up to part 8.
I probably should read it. I really need to. I haven't caught up. I'm not as much of an anime fan as everyone else here.
Whoa! Oh, wow! That's.
Oh
Are
dear.
you gonna take that beef?
I'm not as much of an anime fan. I didn't know which Dio people were referring to for a while, so you know.
I mean, I would have immediately jumped to Ronnie James Dio, but
right. I don't know
Yeah.
who that is.
I'm leaving.
Oh, well.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Mighty Dicktron. What do you call it? Why is this chapter called Flying Head?
Were you not listening at all?
You have to understand, when you play shoot 'em ups, you have to zone out a little sometimes. So you catch bits and
I
pieces.
think I really am leaving. I'm not appreciated here.
You are appreciated. We like you. Who else wants to get on if we don't? Whatever. No. Dicktron, do you have anything you want to plug, by the way?
Nope.
No. All right. What other Touhous would you recommend?
If you
we
like
recommended
harder
before,
ones, UFO has a weird gimmick associated with it, but its bullet patterns are fantastic.
Is that 12 UFO?
Yeah.
All right.
The one recommended earlier, Fairy Wars, which is 12.8,
That's right. Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
That one is excellent. It's pretty great.
What's the one that looks like Castlevania Symphony of the Night? I know that's a fan one. That looks kind of sick, honestly.
The first one's kind of garbage, actually,
Oh.
because all of its hitboxes are fucked up, and its level design is basically corridors with enemies in it.
Oh,
And then the second one's a lot better. It's not amazing, but it is a lot better.
gotcha.
That's a common thing about Touhou fan games.
Mm-hmm.
The level design in a lot of them is just corridor filled with enemies.
Gotcha.
So a lot of them aren't actually all that great.
I'm sorry, what controls when I go to the item get line, whether I get a bomb part or a life part? Just like how many of them are on screen?
I believe so, yeah.
So it's like beneficial to actually try not to get the power-ups if you have a kind of clear path to the top? Or,
So long as you're not letting them pass by.
Of course, right. There's it's like a gamble kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotcha. Alright. Is this stage
No,
2?
really though, what the fuck is up with the mushrooms being, making something big in one game, but then making you fast in another?
Why? But you heard my theory, right? That wasn't crazy, was it? I mean,
No, it was
I don't
not
think I
crazy.
cared.
Oh. You were here for the Touhou.
You were getting mad that I had no idea what I was talking about. Yeah. Finally, I made someone mad at video games.
Indeed. Surprisingly easy these days.
Doing
Oh.
the Lord's work, making someone mad at video games.
Video games. What are you gonna
Actually,
do?
it's about ethics and game journalism.
Right, of course it is. Alright. That's actually the name of Touhou 15, Ethics and Game Journalism. Oh my
It doesn't
Oh!
matter just about that. It's nothing but just about.
That's actually the game that's the Defined on Capitalists
Right, yeah.
Kickstarter actually ended up making.
Oh dear. Excuse me. Alright. And this boss I think is... No, it's not. Okay. So I've lost 1 life, I believe, so far.
Mhm.
But I've gained 1, too, so we're not doing too bad. This boss is pretty tricky because of that head. That,
Yeah.
really throws you.
So now you realize why it's called Flying Head, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Got it.
Well, it's not because you're getting ahead.
Right.
Oh.
It's also, I didn't
I
sleep
think
much.
you should head out the door, sir.
Oh.
Oh dear. Don't fight, Touhou people. Touhou panel. Alright. Let's get through Touhou 17, Ethics and Games Journalism. That's
Speaking of
awesome.
Touhou, I'm trying to remember all the fan games I played, but I don't remember playing too many.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was really into like a lot of the music and stuff, but not really into the games so much.
Speaking of, I'm going to correct myself from last time I was on Expert.
Oh no.
It was something I read in the chat, so I'm not taking the blame because I'm perfect and immaculate, of course.
Right.
But it was mentioned 27 terabytes is completely wrong.
Oh.
They were thinking of the something awful goon run 27 gigabyte music torrent.
Still really impressive.
The largest one I've ever seen, though, was one that's no longer online, which was a 4 terabyte music torrent.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that there's so much music, considering that a lot of it was made in.
That was a lossless music file. It was a FLAC torrent, basically, for as many FLAC files as possible.
Gotcha.
It doesn't surprise me there's a lot of like Touhou fan art projects, stuff like that, because of the way other companies handle their IPs. Because I remember,
if you don't do anything illegal, you're fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's literally his only requirement.
Because I remember one instance in like, because keep in mind these are released at like comic heads and stuff like that, so a lot of it's like fan work stuff. So like one, I know
he doesn't allow official works.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But I know there's one circle. This is probably going to be an example of why Touhou is usually really good to go to if you want to make fan art projects, like either just like comics or music or anything like that.
The one I recommend is Getaro. The rest can fuck off.
Whoa, wait, how did I get 3 bomb parts in one like that?
I don't know.
Thanks for nothing, shit. No, aw, damn it! I got punished for my arrogance. So weird. Oh, maybe you get the bonus for collecting stuff, because I think it like this bomb grabs all the things on screen for you.
That would make sense, yeah.
But yeah, there's so many fan projects. I think it's because I remember there being one story of a fan circle called Diverse System, and they were very good with doing remixes and arrangements of the Mani games, which were like Konami's music game stuff.
Yeah.
So they did this for a whole time. They released a lot of albums just of this, and all of a sudden, it was like 2 days before a comic head or something, and all of a sudden Konami sent them a cease and desist.
Aww.
So they could no longer sell their music or anything. So in 2 days, they had to get like all their music, a whole bunch of music together, quickly arranged, put on like a CDR and all that stuff to go sell. And now, ever since then, they've done nothing but original works, which is pretty cool. But it still kind of sucks that the thing that they were most known to do, they can't do anymore because of a cease and desist. Which is probably why people go towards Touhou and stuff like that. Because, you know...
It essentially is... They'd usually do it essentially to become startups so that they can eventually move into doing original works, just because doing something... You know, obviously doing something based off of an image that everyone already recognizes is lucrative.
Hey, chat, has anybody been paying attention? Have I continued yet?
No, you have not.
Alright.
I don't think you have.
This is a very powerful shot type, if you notice. It's strong, forward-facing, and also a homing shot type.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's probably why there's a lot of Touhou fan games out there. And fan art and fan music and everything. Just because they can get away with it without getting the cease and desist right on them.
Right. Well, I think I told that story on podcast or something about, like, Square Enix and the Chrono Trigger fan game.
Man, the one that was, like, 98% complete, and then at the very last minute they sent them a cease and desist.
Yeah. It was, like, a 2-year project or something. It wasn't even, like, a short thing.
Yeah, it was, like, 2 weeks from being released.
Yeah, it was, like, that was one of the most... That was awful. That's like one of those things, like, oh, come on, guys, you know, like...
Then the game got, they leaked the game anyway, kind of like, you know, inadvertently, so they couldn't get, you know, charged for it.
Yeah.
And, you know, the game was fine.
Well,
I mean, as far as fan games go, it was still a fan game, so it was,
right.
You know...
Well, yeah, that's probably why people do.
Still kind of fan-fiction-y garbage, but hey.
Right. Well, I remember because I wanted to give people sort of an update with Police Knots because we hadn't in a while, and then that happened. We're like, no, we're not saying a damn word. We were kind of going on the whole, like, hey, yeah, we're vaporware, right? Remember? You know, this project's not going anywhere. Just hurry up, get it out there, you know?
Yeah, that was also a ROM hack, which is a very odd kind of area. Because ROMs are very in a very weird legal stance, I think. Like...
Well, technically, no, they're not. ROMs are legal, period.
Right.
But they're not...
Unless you're on the cartridge, but
That's not even true. That's not actually a thing that's ever been true. If you own the cartridge, that still doesn't actually make it legal to own a ROM. That's just something that people, say, to make them feel better about having ROMs.
I've never really researched law, so that's one of my faults.
I think it's yeah.
Now, technically, here's the thing that's up with that. Technically, emulators are legal. Because
emulators are legal. They don't have the game
written
data
software. They are not actually based on the console that they're emulating.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 100% fine to own an emulator. So if you own a CD-based system, say based game, you can obviously just run that through a ROM.
Mm-hmm.
Not a ROM, through an emulator. It's fine.
Right.
You don't need to own the console technically.
Mm-hmm. What do you call it? Now, I know a lot of those nowadays are covered with explicit end user license agreements when you purchase the product and stuff.
Yep.
Because I wonder back in the day when you bought a Nintendo cartridge before ROMs were really a thing, if there was any sort of express thing in the manual, I guess there must have been something where it's
There definitely was. I don't remember them. I don't remember any explicit examples. The only thing I remember is that there was some the occasional copy protection that was put onto ROMs.
Oh yeah,
not
definitely.
ROMs, but onto cartridges.
Very cool to
most
see
legendary is
some of
probably the Earthbounds.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of copy protection in some of a lot of games. And
really, I remember Star Tropics, but
do you remember? Do you know what Earthbounds was like?
Shit.
The beef.
No, I do not.
Beefster.
I only played a little bit of Earthbound, honestly.
Oh, fair enough. Earthbound is pretty forgiving as far as random encounters go and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The copy protection version was not the copy protected version. If you detected that you were running a stolen version, a pirated version,
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah,
it would jack up the encounter rating so high that it was pretty much nearly unplayable. And even if you did thug it out and get to the final boss, it would hard lock there and delete all your saves.
Yep, I remember that. I did hear about
Pretty
that.
fantastic.
That's pretty fantastic, honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's other stuff like that too. There's I know Arkham City actually had a copy protection.
Yeah, they've completely fucked up because it would sometimes trigger on completely legal copies.
Oh, that's right.
They actually had to patch out the copy protection because it wouldn't work reliably.
Right. Hey, DRM.
I'm now going to have to look at the cutting room floor and see what games with anti-piracy methods and see what we get. I think my favorite still has to be Serious Sam 3 BFE because it would just throw a digital rights scorpion at you.
I don't know. What is a digital? Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It basically would just let you play the game completely, but then all of a sudden it just throw an invincible scorpion at you.
That's right. Yeah, I did hear about that.
I remember an indie game. I'm sorry, I'm thinking in terms and I can't figure my head out of that.
I bet I know what it is.
I don't actually remember what game it was. So
let's see what we got.
So it was an indie game. It was a platformer. And they actually deliberately leaked the game a couple of weeks early. And because they leaked it earliest, their version was the one that was most pirated.
I don't understand. Yeah,
here's why they did that, because they actually leaked a version of the game that was unwinnable, because there was one platform that looked like you could get to it on a jump, but they actually shifted it so slightly out of reach that you actually could never actually make it up over there. So everyone was really confused.
I love those subtle anti-piracy stuff where it's like, okay, it's a full game, but then all of a sudden it's just this one little thing that just, you can't play it. You can't finish it, you can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I love that kind of stuff.
Do you ever remember the one that game? What is that game where you make games? It's like Game Dev World or something like that. I can't think of the name. Game Dev
Tycoon.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the copy protection on that, if they determined a pirate copy, is that your game would get pirated and you couldn't get any sales off of it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
I wish more devs would do that, but I think it gets to the point where, you release a game, people are going to dig into it to find what they can.
Right.
Especially with the cutting room floor being very popular as it is, so... Mm-hmm. I think recently they just discovered Donkey Kong had some extra sounds in it that was never discovered until recently. And
right.
Are they sounds of moaning and, dying monkeys? And they're like hidden sprites of Donkey Kong leaking hyper-realistic blood out of his eyes? I really hope so. That's like that's my shit.
That's what you're in. That's what I'm into.
Yeah, screaming monkeys.
Touhou
dying.
and horrific Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's funny because I did that Justin Bieber thing, and I was gonna look for more Touhou fan fiction, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
You don't want to.
Good luck finding one that's actually funny like that one, because or deliberately.
I'm just going to say you don't want to.
Don't. I think I remember looking and just seeing what was crossed over, and it's pretty much everything crossed over with Touhou.
Gotcha.
Everything.
Yeah, that's they do that.
But it was more than like anything else. So
I have so much trouble with this pattern, and I'm not sure why. I know why! Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You know what? You get used to, when you play these games, looking ahead of...
yeah, but now you have to look behind and...
yeah, it does. It totally throws me. That's so weird. You look like a couple inches ahead of your ship, and now here that's... Alright. Alright, Zun. Well played.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder, how is he at, like, these sorts of games, anyway?
Like, how good is he?
Yeah.
I think he's okay. I don't actually remember if there's any video of him playing his own games out there.
I'm curious that, like, maybe if there's a video of him playing, like, a cave game or something, Like, how is Zun at, like, Dodompach or something?
I'm not sure, but I know that he likes this style of game, though, still. Like, that's why he makes them.
Well, you'd hope he'd like them, right?
He used to work for Taito, actually.
Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He left back in, like, 2001 or 2000... No, it was later than that. It was during the PS2. Yeah, because the last games that he worked on were released in 2005. That's right.
Gotcha.
Speaking of anti-piracy, Alan Wake anti-piracy features. As of version 1.05, if the game detects it was installed on a quite not legal form, a few minor aesthetic changes are made to the game in response. Alan Wake wears a pirate eye patch for the entire game.
That sounds like an improvement.
That's a great one.
You shouldn't make good things happen, probably. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, shit, my controls, yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so right and left are reversed. That's what really...
ideology.
That's what really fucks with you, too. It's only right and left, like up and down are still up and down.
Interesting thing about this character's boss theme.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds very similar played backwards and forwards.
That is pretty cool, actually.
He's actually done that once before with the extra boss of the last game of Subterranean Animism.
I wonder if there's a term for that, like palindromic music or something.
I think it's backmasking.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay, now up and down are different. Well, no, wait. Yes, up and down are different, which really messes with you. Because you expect left and right to be different, but they're not. Alright. That's fucking weird.
Okay, I've never seen this boss in action, so that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
I love it when things mess with the fourth wall, so I'm kind of biased in that.
So I mentioned before that eventually, like, characters started to get more, boss gimmicks and stuff.
Yeah.
Now the visual words. The immediate one for this boss is extremely obvious. That fucking with your controls.
Yeah.
There is, however, a second one where, honestly, her patterns aren't even all that dense. They have huge balls in them, but because they're fucking with your controls,
yeah,
they're way harder than they really should be.
Oh dear.
On top of that,
Whoa!
Oh man, in the middle of the pattern?
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well done, Touhou. That is pretty cool.
Once you get used to
Whoa, wait, no.
But
she does it in the middle of the friggin' pattern, which is like, you have to get used to it, like, on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome. Alright, I'm down. Very cool, boss.
Oh. Beat her now.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Stage 6, the final boss.
Alright. Thanks. Okay, I think this is my last credit, unfortunately. But
by the way, have you ever played Okami?
Very, very briefly. I have Okami, but I played it like...
Are you familiar with Isun?
Yeah, the
little
bug, right?
Well, he's not actually a bug. He's just a really tiny dude.
Oh.
Yeah. Just asking.
I'm not familiar with... I mean, I'm familiar enough, I guess, with Isun.
You're familiar with the character of Isun being a tiny guy. That's why I was asking that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So,
yes. Oh,
there are stories of a character named Isun Boshi, who is... He's like Tom of Me Thumb, like a really short, really tiny person who goes on adventures despite being a tiny guy.
Sure.
He's sometimes called the Inch-High Samurai.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mention it because it is relevant.
I figured it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of weird if you were just like, let's just talk about this for no reason.
Alright, so you know about skeletons?
Yes.
Well, there's a Japanese mythology monster called the Gashadokuro, who's just a giant-ass skeleton. It's rad as hell.
That's all he is?
I think they're technically like reanimated bones of the hungry or something,
Right.
which makes it just more rad because it's a giant starving skeleton. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. I think I reached the boss.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so this is Sukuna Shinmyomaru.
Mm-hmm.
She's a descendant of Isun Boshi.
Okay.
Yep. Which makes her, I think she was called a dwarf at first, and then like a gnome, and then I think that the one that they settled on finally is Inchling.
Ah.
Yeah. And she holds a tiny hammer, which is on her character sheet. Not character sheet. What the fuck am I talking
What the hell?
That's pretty interesting pattern.
This is a weird pattern. Yeah, there's like it's like a green shot that stays behind.
Yep. Which leaves a hole in the giant wall.
Yeah.
So she has a hammer called the Miracle Mallet,
Okay.
which has a lot of powers, like making things larger or smaller,
I see.
such as a soup bowl.
Or a bullet pattern, right? I see. So this is all like very tiny, very large shot kind of things, I'm guessing.
It's actually supposed to represent a bowl of rice.
Oh.
You just broke the bowl, so the rice is all coming out now.
I see. Got it. Oh dear. Okay. I noticed too. Her second form of the ring, or what? Oh boy.
Whoa, okay, that's messing with perspective right there.
That's pretty cool, though. Yeah. Whoa. All right. All right. That's fun. I like that. I should have.
You still have a continue left, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You were doing really well this time.
Yay. Alright. There we go. Bonus failed, but whatever. Alright, let's see here. Yikes! Okay, there's some knives, and it's a weird sort of pattern. It's kind of screwing with you.
Weird elliptical pattern, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had to... Oh, she's in a big bowl now, I see. Was she always, and I just didn't notice?
Only sometimes.
Oh, okay.
The bosses of the series usually have some kind of banner or something that goes behind them.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hers is just a giant bowl.
Right.
That actually has effects on like how she fights. If you destroy it, then the pattern usually changes. But on the other hand, it also kind of like defends. So.
Gotcha. Oh dear. This is a little tricky. This like sort of reflecting type of deal.
Oh man, there's a character in Ten Desires whose gimmick is reflecting shots.
I didn't realize the tails could hurt you too. I thought it was just the heads. But all right, we'll have to watch out for that. Oh, damn it! I didn't need that bomb. All right, whatever. Is this the final boss, actually?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, whoa! Why am I huge?
Because she made you big.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. And I feel like I can't shoot either.
I think you.
No, if he's not shooting, so probably not.
I don't know if that's supposed to be the case.
I'm pressing the shoot button. Yeah, I can't shoot.
Maybe it's one of those anti-piracy features.
Or maybe I'm supposed to survive the pattern for 7 more seconds?
Probably. The timer's in the middle.
It's weird.
Anybody in chat saying anything?
It's a survival spell card.
is.
Ah, damn it.
Rip.
Oh well. That was close.
Yeah, it's a survival card.
Ain't this one rip instead of slowbeef?
Oh well.
Hey, can you go up and retry?
I can't.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well. Hopefully I didn't miss anything.
Rest in peace.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Yep.
Some
That's fun.
fuckers.
Definitely. Well, I still got a 1cc one of these games, so we'll see which one.
I have a pretty good idea about which one it's going to be.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
keep it to yourself. We'll see if you're right. So, later, folks.
All right, see ya.
Later, y'all.